Oh boy,
Alrighty.
welcome back to
Let's
another
go.
episode of NFL Preset Talk. And it is just me, Jay the Kid, and Kat right now and at the time. Um, and we're just gonna get the show started because we don't want to keep y'all waiting. How
Exactly.
irresponsible it'd be for us to keep y'all waiting if everybody's not here. F
Right.
them, we're gonna keep this shit going. Today,
Exactly.
this week's episode. After this, I'm gonna ask Kat how you doing because I hadn't seen you since Monday.
Oh
But
yeah, that's true. That's true.
yeah,
It's been a minute since I've been on the
yeah,
on the pre snap. But yeah, I'm
yeah.
doing good, man. I'm doing good. Oh wait, hold on, wait a minute. Hold
Oh, you good? You
up.
good? Oh, here it comes. Here
Gotta
comes the
show off
title.
the championship belt again. Again.
I
Let
ain't
them
gonna cap. I
know.
do the same thing
Yep.
for probably a month or two. I'm not gonna lie, but that's just
Yeah,
me.
for a month.
So
Yeah.
I can't even be mad. But yeah, Cat HGU champion finally got his belt for last year.
Right.
And and on the brink of this year, we are almost at the playoffs right now. So I
Yep.
mean, yeah. I want to give a really quick rundown of that, but yeah, HGU fantasy is booming, and if anybody, well, not a lot of people are watching, but if anybody's watching this pre-recorded, if you fans want to get involved, if you want the smoke from yours truly and the defending champ, come get some.
Yep.
Straight up.
Right. Exactly.
Any, Anywho, this week's episode is called Thanksgiving Football Feast because we had a feast of football this weekend on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I probably would have made something better, but I kind of did this like 10 minutes till showtime. But hey,
Yeah.
this is fine. This is a fine
Right.
football feast, and we're just gonna give you the rundown, man.
Exactly. I'm
Yeah,
glad Jalen's here because the first thing we talk about is yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna
Good
be
thing
great.
here because I'm actually excited to start by this, and if I had to start by myself, I
Yep.
was gonna say this for last. But yes, the biggest upset of the season, possibly, but especially of this week. The Carolina Panthers stunned the Rams in Charlotte on a 31-28 victory. And honestly, if I can put up the stats just right quickly because it's going to kind of
Gotcha.
lead
So
into what I'm
so
about to talk about. Um, yeah, the Panthers kept just had they did what they had to do
hmm
in order to stay with the Rams, and that is score high. And 31 points. I don't think we scored over 30 since the Falcons. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we blew them suckers out. Um, I, I I'll start. I'll start with the Panthers because Rams lost.
Right.
Bryce Young over here, 206 yards and 3 touchdowns. He doesn't throw like multiple like 250, 300 yards. That's why everybody's looking at him. Really good throwing quarterbacks do that. Bryce Young is a surgeon. He,
Yeah.
he's the classic improvising type of quarterback that will look this way, realize that's there, and then go back this way and try to feed the tight end. Or he's really picks apart plays and actually executes them very well. And that's what he did this week. That's what he did with the Rams. And honestly, I'm just shocked how we did that to their defense. Their defense is amongst the best in the NFL. That's not named the Texans. Yeah, it's amongst the best. I mean, and for Bryce to do that on 15 on 20, by the way, with really only 2 sacks. I thought it was one, but that's fine too. Um, Bro had an extremely good game, and I think it's
hmm
time for people to stop with all of the doubts and the hates and just not. You don't even have to get on the train. Just accept for the fact that Bryce Young is an NFL quarterback. The end. But real stats real quick, and I'm gonna let the cat talk because I know he
Gotcha.
wants to get into this. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, Chuba had 83 on 17 carries. Rico Dowdle had 50 on 18 carries. Balanced run game. Jalen Coker, four receptions, 74 yards and a touchdown. T Mac, one catch, 43 yards and a touchdown. Only catch of the game was a touchdown.
Yep.
And and so forth. And yeah, the receiving core, first of all, T Mac, everything he is everything we hope for and then some. We got our WR1, and I love it. And the rest of the wide receiving core, it's gonna develop, but when it gets peak, y'all niggas better watch out because cats are proud. Sorry. All right, go ahead, Cat. I'm gonna pass the ball to you.
Okay,
I know you want to
okay.
get into it.
Yeah, I know I wanted to say this. So first things first, Jalen just pointed out that Bryce Young did this on 20 pass attempts, which is
20.
crazy. 20, which is crazy because quarterbacks live and dream to only throw the ball 20 times and get that
Saves
amount of yardage.
saves
Yes.
that arm strength, man.
So one, two. Shout out to also D2X. I saw he dropped in too. Just want to give him a shout out to him. But
Yeah,
speaking
what up,
of,
D2X? I'm
but
not gonna call you
speaking
Troy because I'm not black.
of the game of the game. I was really impressed with Bryce Young that game. Just because I know based off of how he started leading into the NFL, how he started from now, it's been
Too
just
much.
like just get some time. And like I said, not all quarterbacks gonna mature the same. Not one gonna be
Mhm.
Jaden Daniels, no one gonna be CJ Stroud. You just gotta give the guys some time to grow and see what they have. And that's what happened. Bryce Young got his confidence back. He got his swag back for the most part. And let me just say, Bryce, I just want to say why you doing this. Please throw it to T Mac more for my fantasy because Lord have mercy, I needed that one
I just
catch in 43 yards. I'm like, God, I was
I,
like, come on, I'm like,
I
please.
I had T Mac on my fantasy on two teams too, so I would love that. But as a
Yeah,
Panthers fan, I would just love that more because, bro,
yeah,
T Mac is such a damn good receiver. That last throw that was for a touchdown to him,
right,
Bryce, Bryce actually over kind of threw him, but led him to an open thing, and T Mac just hit that move in separation and caught it.
right.
Like it was a beautiful thing, man. So yeah,
Absolutely,
that
absolutely.
chemistry needs to keep going because they have really, really, really good chemistry.
Hmm.
For real.
So for me, it's yeah, like I said, I love it, and the defense has been like I said, they Panthers
That's our
arguably
next
got
point.
one of the Panthers arguably got the most underrated defense in it because it's sneaky good because you don't because it's the Panthers y'all don't realize but it's
Mm-hmm.
so good to the point where they forced Matthew Stafford to turn over the football even one going for a pick six may I add three
Three
times
turnovers.
three times turn
Three
over the football.
turnovers.
But also, I'm happy for a more important reason because the Panthers just keep is the gift that keeps on giving for the Chicago Bears because
I
they
told you it
not
was a
helped us
rookie
once,
slaying.
they helped us twice. They helped
and,
us twice.
and that's a good point too, because yeah, basically with the Panthers win, not last week, but
Yeah.
this week, and basically with their wins over Thanksgiving, the Bears are now solidly in first place.
Yes.
And niggas saying that Panthers and Bears don't have an alliance thing going on, and everybody's arguing with each other. Maybe it's just some Bears fans are just dumb because there are some dumbass Panthers fans too. There's
Yeah.
dumbass fans everywhere that,
Everywhere.
that rep the team and say dumbass shit and make it look bad. Like
Right.
me and Kat, we're actual football fans, and though we have two different teams, and it's on like Donkey Kong. I can't believe I said that. It's on.
Yeah.
It's on when we play each other. Damn, I can't believe I said that. It's on like we play each other. We still cool because we're football fans. We love the game.
Right.
But that's all going off track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but on the Rams though, Rams they look like they just got shell shocked.
yes,
Like
I
they, they
agree.
they they came in with confidence, looked like they're about to do some stuff, and those early picks really make them think like, whoa, now, wait a minute, we got to get serious.
Right.
But
I feel like I said,
yeah,
this is almost like the 49ers game, except the Panthers offense wasn't doing anything that game. This is
and the
like
defense
literally
was the
defense
defense
is
is locking us up. We can't get
yeah,
shit going.
yeah. And that's what
They
it
threw
comes
the ball to T Mac.
that's what it comes down to. It's like you gotta have complimentary football all three phases. And this was complimentary football this time because like literally you got the turnovers and you got like Bryce Young balling out there with the wide receivers. You didn't have to rely on your running game that much in this game. Like
No,
and then Chuba Hubbard is having himself like almost like
a
he got
resurrected
out of
season,
yeah almost. I don't want to say it's a
almost,
resurrection season
but
because he got hurt. Obviously, Rico Dowdle comes in, balls out. He kind of loses the number one job, and then all of a sudden they finding ways to put him in the offense. So now it's like
yeah,
okay, okay.
working
Now
them
you got
working
two
them to the
running backs.
system.
Yeah, welcome to the system. So I like what the Panthers are doing. Hopefully they'll make it to the playoffs, possibly to sneak in because I know it's kind of a little tight going in there. But
Yeah, we'll
look,
see. But but so
we'll
far,
see.
I just say win out, and even if we don't make the playoffs, we'll
Yeah,
we'll look even better
this
than
is
last year. But far
absolutely,
better, like a complete
absolutely.
fucking flip. D2X said, like, I love Carolina's secondary, JC, Mike Jack, and Trey Merrick. Listen,
Mm.
people were really sleeping on Mike Jackson. And honestly, when he showed up to Carolina, I didn't really think much of it. I just thought the name was cool because his name is Mike Jackson, Michael Jackson. Ow! You know, that type of shit. I was fucking around with that. I didn't know how good this nigga was. Or I don't know if he has found some type of resurgence or some type of belief. He just got with the right coach or something like that. That dude was working his ass off on that corner, working his ass. They throw to him all the time, and because you can't throw to JC, he'll pick your shit off and take it back, and do a little high stack jig before he gets to the end zone, straight up. But now you throw it over Mike Jack's way, he doing the same thing. He did that against the Rams.
Exactly.
So bro got blew up on the block too, but that's comes with the territory. But yeah, the corners, the backfield is set. We just need to put more depth into it, as well as the defense. Get some stars on the front seven, on the line for QB pressure, and oh brother, and then the offense still grows and grows to get. It's gonna get spooky for the next couple of years if the trend is going where I think it is. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
Beware the Reaper.
Got you. Speaking of spooky and upsets, we have an upset in Dallas. And no, I'm talking about the Chiefs and Dallas Cowboys because obviously, look, the Dallas Cowboys have had a hell of a week so far, beating not only the Super Bowl champs, but beating the runner-ups for the Super Bowl champs. The title of this was Dallas and the refs cooked the Chiefs, but this is an Eagles fan that writes our stuff, y'all. So y'all
I don't know if I.
Yeah.
We'll flip that part.
We do not apply by these standards. We go to apply because this is unscripted. We gonna go off topic anyway.
Here's the topic. Here's the topics. Dallas is smelling themselves real nice lately.
Yes, they got a chance. They have a legit chance, and they have a legit chance. And I'll start here because Dallas won this game against the Chiefs. I don't care what the refs were doing and everything like that because let's be honest, they called a roughing the passer on Patrick Mahomes. They picked up the flag because of the fact of the matter is it wasn't and he was in the fuck bounds. But in any case in any case, Dallas won the game. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that Dallas goes again. Like basically, Dallas has gotten their mojo back, and now we can start actually talking about the possibility of Dallas making the playoffs when there wasn't none. Because unfortunately for the Eagles, y'all gave them life. And then the Chiefs, after beating the Chiefs, they sustained that life. So really, now you have one of the top 5 offenses in the NFL possibly making it to the playoffs. And I promise you, I know it's Dallas. You know, we always joke Dallas when it comes to the playoffs, they don't do good, and you know that could be the same effect. But you really don't want to see these guys in the playoffs. I'll be completely honest. I don't want to see them in the playoffs. I'm like, listen, it's basically they, like I said, you gotta either cover CD or cover George Pickens. Yeah. And like I said, offensively they're great. Defensively, they have played solid enough to win. They have played solid enough to win. Yeah.
They picked up some key trades to make it a solid defense. And honestly, they had the backfield. They just need to, wake up and get their shit together. Like straight up.
Exactly. Somehow, some way they have gotten their way into this. Now, I told Smokey, I said, look, if they win this game against Detroit, and y'all lose, y'all go have to really start looking in the mirror and say, Dallas is on y'all ass. And y'all need to start winning out at this point in time. Because what happened to be the first seed, because when it was like almost definitely certain like the Eagles were going to have the first seed, it's not certain anymore because now you got the Bears, you got the Eagles. I mean, not the Eagles. You got the Rams. You even got the Packers in that mix as well, along with the rest of the NFC West because it's very close in the NFC West. Like you got,
You got a
you
really
got them guys.
competitive NFC this year.
Yes. So it's at this point in time, you like I said, losing is very important down this stretch. And losing and winning is very important down this stretch. So it's not like you can throw away a game at this point. So this is
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
we in the
interesting
home
stretch.
stretch, man.
Yes.
If
So
y'all want to make the playoffs and y'all trying to make the playoffs on the outside, you can't lose.
right. So we got to come in there. So speaking of also can't lose because we're gonna move the topic over to Joe Shiesty is back. Joe Cool, aka
Joe,
Joe Burrow,
Joe Burr.
returned and literally balled out on the Ravens. I was like, you're gonna come back. I was not sure. Also, I agree with
You
what
and me, you
D2X
and me
said.
both.
Yeah, I agree with what D2X said. I did
What?
not believe
Oh, I see.
yeah. But I did not believe the Bengals was gonna beat. I honestly thought I was like, okay, this might be a good game. That's what I thought. I did not think the Bengals was gonna come out and whoop their ass like they did
Right.
that Thursday night game on Thanksgiving. I was like, damn. I'm like, did y'all even come out to play? And then now there's questions, but I'm gonna give it to Jay first to talk about this game before I say what I have to say.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Because it was almost so bad. I almost fell asleep. I actually had to go do something that actually kept me awake that game. Somewhat regret it, but at the same time, I was just like as surprised as he was. The Chiefs got Chiefs. The Ravens got defensively plugged up basically, and the offense did their belt to ass thing, just straight up, just went. Joe Burrow just came back and acted like it was nothing. And a
Yeah.
lot of the times, Joe Burrow come back from injury, he struggles a little bit, or at the very least on the first game, and then he starts to warm up. No, Bro came out hot this time. Bro
Mm-hmm.
came out hot and just got right back to normal like nothing ever happened. And that just really tells you how much of a good quarterback he was. And I knew this going into the game. And I had a feeling that it was going to be either or. And if the Bengals won, it was going to be mad close. It was going to be a high offensive game. Well, it was for the Bengals, not the
Right.
Ravens. And, and going on the other side, and going on the other side of things, I'm really feeling like the everybody's starting to figure out the Ravens offense now.
Yep.
And when you think about it, it's borderline one dimensional because it's basically read option on an NFL style. And at some point, niggas is going to be faster and be able to break that up. And you kind of seen that, and it's forcing Lamar to throw to um and even then the Ravens receivers outside of Zay Flowers and I think D Hop, but even still he don't use D Hop that much. But the Ravens receiving core has not been flashy, and it hasn't been flashy for a good long while.
Yeah.
And if Lamar had those flashy receivers, and if he had it for a good long while, it would really help his not only his stats, but his resume, his whole career resume. He would at least make a Super Bowl on a couple of those years if he had the right people to throw to and all that. But it's just not no something's not clicking in that offense, and
Oh.
Lamar's frustrated, and he's basically congested out there, and it's kind of affecting my fantasy, but it's not really because one, I have Drake May, and two, it's Lamar Jackson. He'll
Right.
still put up points, but apparently Drake May's putting up more. But beside that, yeah, Joe came out there and he did his thing just like that, and and really with the Ravens, they're slipping. They're slipping right back into elimination, and they're really close. And at this point, I feel like they got to win out and hope for the best. And with the schedule that they have coming up,
Mhm. Right.
yeah,
And so, just to reiterate, like I said, and I was gonna go into this. D2X said Ravens have had a legit wide receiver one since Steve Smith. He's
yeah,
right,
exactly.
and here's the thing: Zay Flowers is good, but he is a number two.
He's
He's
a
a number two. He can't be a
solid
number one
number
on
two
the.
slot.
Yeah. He's a
He
number two
can't. He
slot.
can't be. Yeah.
He cannot be a number one on the team. If your number one happens to just be your two tight ends, which is Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews, you have a problem.
You have
As
a
far
big.
as I'm concerned, you have a problem. So I
One of
do
those
agree
niggas
with
need
the
to be
wide
blocked.
receivers. Now, the thing I was gonna say is I think it's about damn time to have a discussion about Harbaugh because at this point
Yeah.
I'm like it's the same thing with the Steelers too with Mike Tomlin. I'm like, look, at this point you done did this too many times. You ran with it with him. You get you to the playoffs. He may get you to the AFC Championship game, but he has not gotten you to Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson. And it's not Lamar's fault that what had
It,
happened. It's just
most, especially last year.
yeah. I'm just like, first of all, you throw it to Mark Andrews, he can't make the catch. That basically it. But my thing is, don't ever let yourself get to that point if you're going to be that dominant of the team. The Eagles, when they played the teams they faced, they dominated them. They didn't even give a chance to have anything in doubt heading into the Super Bowl that they were going to win the game.
Right.
The only time it was in doubt was when they played the Rams. That was it. Other than that, they was cruising. They was on cruise control for the most part. And you're right, the Ravens probably have to win out. They have to win their division. They have to win their division.
Yeah.
It's not even it's
That's
not
a
even
tall
a
task.
if, it's not even like a they have another thing. They have to win their division. That's what they have to do.
Right.
They can't do that if they're going to lose to Joe Burrow and them. Joe Burrow came back like he never left. That's a different situation. We're not going to get into that in particular because I don't want to have to, like I said, they have just like the Dallas Cowboys have a cycle. They have a cycle, and I'm not going to get into that cycle right there. But particularly, Harbaugh has got to play. You got to do something different, something different. Otherwise, it's time to bring in a new coach. Because while Harbaugh is great at everything like that, it's like Lamar doesn't get the wide receiver that he doesn't have a definitive number one wide receiver. Not a definitive number one wide receiver.
And hadn't had one for a
Oh,
while.
yeah. Crazy how dominant the AFC North was just a few short years ago. Now look at them. Yes. Because every team got their own separate problem. The Steelers are, stuck almost like kind of like stuck in the cycle. The Ravens, they don't got a number one wide receiver to help like take the edge off so that if Zay Flowers can get open, he can get open. Okay. To like
Hmm.
help out with the team and stop being one dimensional for the running back. And then you got the Bengals who like Joe Burrow gets hurt. It's like basically the season's over. And the defense, they haven't addressed the defense at all. And then you got the Cleveland Browns, who got probably one of the best defenses in the world, but don't got the offense to match that up with. So AFC North got problems. And Jalen just asked, how do you guys think? How hot do you guys think the seat is for Harbaugh and Tomlin? Oh, it's hot. It's very hot.
Nuclear hot for Tomlin because
Yeah,
niggas are getting really sick of this
sick of
9-8
yeah.
mid bullshit.
I keep
And
telling you.
it is hot. It is hot for Harbaugh too because at some point, the
Yeah.
Ravens is going to get
They not
sick and
gonna.
tired of waiting on it.
Like I said, 9-8
They're
is
gonna
good
want to
for
change.
9-8 is good for my Bears. 9-8 ain't good for a Tomlin team no more. Okay, you got to be like first seed now at this point because I'm like you cannot be still middle of the pack trying to get into the wild card and suckily make it in there just for you to lose out in the first game of the playoffs. It's the same story every single season. Something has got to change, whether it be the coaching, the quarterback, because you keep going through, you went through Justin Fields, now you're trying the old man now, and look like it's not working either over there with Aaron Rodgers. So
Oh
it's
no, it's
like
not.
at this point in time, you gotta try something else. You just gotta try something else. It's done. It's time.
And
Not
one would
something.
think they would
So
at
much.
least try to stick with and develop the quarterbacks that they have. But
Right.
they're just trying to get away. They're trying to win now. You're not
Right.
winning now.
Yeah, you're
It's
not
time.
winning.
It's time to do something different.
Yeah. It's time to change. I mean, like literally,
Yikes!
you got the highest paid defense, and they can't stop a cold right now. They okay? They lost to the Buffalo Bills. It's been 10 years since they last won a playoff game. That's what Spooky said in the chat. It's been 10
10
long
years.
years. Jesus Christ. And I think the Bears might have won a game in that in that time. I think maybe at least
Probably.
probably
This is
as bad
prime,
as the Bears been. Like, look,
this is prime Cam Newton there. We was whooping ass at that point in time.
right. Exactly. 10 years. Damn. Crazy. Um I guess speaking of crazy, the Lions, and the Packers. I know DTX gonna love this. The Packers defeated the Lions
Uh-huh.
again, again at their own house on Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving
Now,
tradition for the Lions to
now,
lose on Thanksgiving.
now, what Spooky was talking about when he said the Lions got hold on Thanksgiving, he's talking about the controversial call that happened in which LaFleur apparently called a timeout. They snapped the ball. It was, I think, a delay a game, and they decided not to pick up the flag as the guy was calling timeout. It was
Oh,
pretty
so he
loud.
called timeout. They just ignored him.
Yeah, they just ignored him. So that's
Damn.
basically what that's basically what happened. Either way, I do want to say that you do have to stick with the call on the field and the flag on the field. I guess I mean you can pick up the flag at that point. So I mean whatever. But hey, yeah,
Oh,
like I said,
for a dead ball foul, you can easily pick up a flag.
yeah, you can easily
Come
pick up
on,
the flag. Now,
come on now, think about
yeah,
it.
right, exactly. So here's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, and this is my bias coming in. All I'm saying is the Bears played the Lions in week 2. We about to go at halftime. I think tied or not even down one score or down 2 scores. Or yeah, just down 1 score. And for some odd strange reason, dude was inbound. They decided to stop the fucking clock. And they were just like, because dude was out of bounds. And I said, we got hold. And they scored. And they went into halftime with all the momentum that we could have had for that week 2. Even though I knew we was gonna get our ass whooped anyway, we was at least competing.
It
For the
would have
most part.
really been the turning result if y'all had took momentum to the half. Anything could have happened.
Right. Anything could have happened. So that's why I'm just like, that's why I was mad. So when it happened to the Lions, I was just like, I understand. At the same time, y'all did it to us. So I was like, well, that's just how the NFC North works. Screwed.
Truly,
Screwed.
truly, just fixing it for the right team. I don't even think the Packers are the right team, but the Lions is like really
Yeah.
dropping the ball right now. Not just, I mean, yeah, they got that was a hell of a missed call on that delayed game.
7-4,
Yes,
man.
but it's their own. It's the Lions, and yes, they're good. They're 7-4. Yeah, they're doing good
they're
right now.
good.
But at the same time, they're barely hanging on
Yeah,
in the
it's almost like the wheels could
in
fall
the
off at any
North.
point right now. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
almost at any point. At any point, I don't know now because like literally being third in the North is a very scary place to be at right
yeah.
now.
It's being third anywhere is very scary.
Yeah, it's
Anywhere.
like
I'm not
now
gonna
at
hold
this
you.
point we talking about being outside the playoffs right now at this point.
Yeah,
And yeah, Detroit right now with that loss, they have to win the Thursday night game, just like Dallas has to win the Thursday night game. They have to win the Thursday night game. They lose that game, it's gonna ruin. It's gonna look really bad for their chances right now,
very bad. Yes.
very bad. So they have this is an important game, and you're not gonna have a Amon-Ra St. Brown because he's hurt. So
Is
you're
he
gonna
out?
have to you're gonna have to
Oh,
find offense outside of Jameer. I mean, Jameer Gibbs, he might have a feel. He might be able to go against the Dallas Cowboys defense because defense, like I said, they've been playing solid. However, it's still suspect. So
yeah,
it's still suspect. So
yeah. Lions going. I mean, JMO. They got JMO out there, but he gonna have to turn up another gear
right.
and take his spot and take spot. But they got the offense. They got the depth out there to just still distribute. But just missing
Mm-hmm.
one key weapon. Boy,
Right.
that title is shining light right now.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Yeah,
no, you
man.
fine.
I just turned it, tried to
Hit
get
that
settled. But
hit that
yeah.
light right there. Pshing, pshing, like that laser thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, the Lions they got to tighten up basically
Yes.
because they're on the verge. Well, we'll segue because this is actually a Sunday night game I did not fall asleep on,
Yeah.
and it was really what Spooky said, basically said on the rundown. It was a thriller,
Yep.
and I didn't expect it to be that way. And yeah, the
Commander.
Broncos and the Commanders. Yeah, the Broncos and the Commanders. They put on a show on Sunday, man,
Yep. They did.
and
And
it was all, and the Commanders, they were all led by their commander and quarterback Marcus Mariota.
right.
So he put up
He had a really good.
a fantastic performance against them.
Yeah.
Gave it really their all, and the Broncos prevailed. But it
Mm-hmm.
really shows you, like, Broncos are good, but it's like they're one drive away from fucking it all over
Yes,
again.
and that's the thing about the Broncos. The Broncos are a very weird team. I mean, they've been obviously they won 10, I think 10 or 11 straight at this point now. But the why they're so weird is because the fact of the matter is yes, they're winning games. However, it's yeah, as you said, it's like one drive away from it's almost reminiscent of my Bears in the sense of the way we win it at the end of the game. It's like
Yeah,
basically it's one drive away
yeah,
from catastrophe all of a sudden. It's like basically, but they're winning these games. The defense has been great. For the most part. I mean, like I said again, obviously, the Commanders really had nothing to play for, but they came out there, showed out, and they really balled out in this game. It's unfortunate that they couldn't get the 2 point conversion because the defense was just very. He made a game saving play
yeah,
because
for real.
if he didn't get that, the game is over. That was a walk in 2 point conversion. The game is over.
And everybody
So
gonna be looking at the Broncos real funky.
yeah, the Broncos. No, it's not. Can they win the West? They are going to win the West. Win the
It
West.
literally looks like they're gonna win the West.
The West.
You gotta look at where the Chiefs are. You gotta look
Right.
at where the Chargers
Chargers
are.
are.
Completely fallen off.
Right. Yeah, they're winning the West. But yeah. A wild card win is all I'm giving them. Is what he said. I think I'm under the same thing as well. The
Oh
Broncos
yeah, no
gotta
doubt.
show it to me in the playoffs. So
Absolutely.
yeah, they gotta show it to me in the playoffs. Let's see. Justin
Oh,
Herbert. Oh yeah. Oh
some
yeah.
breaking news. Okay.
Herbo is preparing to play on Monday night.
Oh,
Because I know
okay. I didn't know.
he injured his hand.
Oh,
I know that, and I'm
man,
just like I had to ask Devin. I'm like, is that the same hand that he injured beforehand? I'm like,
is that
damn.
like when did he throw like the hand and like hit it off of somebody's helmet?
Yeah, I
Because
did
it
not see the
normally be
play.
that.
I did not see the play, but
Uh,
yeah, it's like I like he injured his hand again. I was like, dang man, I'm like it's just like he can't get his head out somehow always always
I,
finds either the helmet or something to get
I,
hurt. So
I will give Herbo one thing. Bro is tough, and he will go out
watch
there
out.
and he will try to win the game, as long as he can still walk or limp.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I'll give he's tough as hell. But I mean, the Chargers in general really, I can't even blame the blocking because they're all injured.
Yeah.
So yeah, great news for my fantasy squad.
Yeah, that's
This nigga's out for blood with Devin, bro.
right, exactly. I know he is. Yeah, but yeah, that Monday Night Football game is do or die for us. No cap.
Yeah, we
Yes,
talked about
yeah,
that.
we talked about that. I'm like,
That's
you gotta win this game, Spooky. I'm like, listen, I'm
yeah.
like, I think
If y'all
Dallas
don't,
is. I think Dallas is either a game or a game and a half back from the lead. So that's why I was like, y'all gotta win this game. It's an important game whether Dallas wins on Thursday or loses on Thursday because you're not out the woods. You gotta win the game on Monday. So hopefully y'all will do it. Hopefully y'all do it, but if not, I don't know what to say to you. But in any case,
I do. But we'll keep it moving.
we'll keep it moving. Speaking of, the one game backs and everything, I think it's good time to go off the playoff pandemonium, in which we're going to look at the playoff picture right now. And I'm going to pull this up because
All right.
why the
Well,
fuck not? Um,
because visuals work better rather than having to look
yeah,
shit up
yeah,
off
right,
screen.
exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen right now. Yeah, I
All
understand. Let's
right.
do this. Give me 1 second here. Uh, I gotta close this out because this is causing a lot of interference here. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Why won't it let me? It's not letting me. Okay, hold on. It's not letting me select the dang thing. Okay, it's crazy. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I thought it was gonna let me select it. Oh, there it is. There we go. There we go. I got it. Okay, cool.
All right,
All
we
right.
had a little workaround, but
So
we got
we're
it.
gonna focus on the AFC first. That I feel like that's the easiest one to start off with. Okay.
Absolutely.
So the first seed right now, who's gonna have a bye week this week, is the Patriots at 11-2. First seed. Then you got the Broncos at 10-2.
Still high, but
Right
that's
now,
fine. But
second
damn,
seed.
look at who's lower.
Yeah. Then you got the Jaguars at 8-4, first in
That's
the AFC
wild.
South. First in the AFC South
They're
after the
first.
Colts have lost a couple of these games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're 8-4.
Yep.
Damn.
8-4. Now remember, last time they were 8-4 and first in the
Oh.
you know what? Let me let me bring that up. Hey, for the Jags fans.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Ravens are 6-6 in the first in the AFC North. Oh my God, Lord, the AFC North. Oh,
They
somebody.
really are giving these people confidence right
I
now.
used to say this about the AFC South, but I'm gonna say this about the AFC North. Somebody gotta win that division now at this point.
Somebody, they almost like they
Somebody.
threw a dart at the wall and said, "Okay, Ravens."
All right, now at our fifth seed, we got the Chargers 8-4. The
That makes
Colts,
sense.
after being first seed for probably like in the top seeding for the Lions, are now fell down to six. They're the sixth seed
Small
now,
collapse, but the bigger collapse happens in the playoffs,
right? And then the seventh seed is the Bills.
and they
Now,
barely get in, and they probably still barely do shit.
so
Or
now,
then
who?
maybe the Josh Allen
Now
turns into something else in the
on
playoffs.
the bubble, we have, let's see, okay, the Texans 7-5, who have won a couple of the games, and then they could knock out the Chiefs
I was about to
this
say
week.
they cannot they can really take the Bill spot
Yeah,
if they play the cards right.
yes. Then you got the Steelers, of course, with the Bills versus Joe Burrow. It's a possibility it can happen.
Ooh,
Um, then you got the Steelers 6-6. The ninth seed right now, obviously, like I said, it's gonna come down to whoever wins that division. And
yeah.
then you got the Chiefs 6-6, 6-6 right now. And then I guess I can read the 11. The 11, the 5-7 Dolphins. I mean, they're close enough, so I kind of have to put them in there. The
I'm
Dolphins
surprised they're
are
closer than the Bengals.
yes, the
Huh?
Bengals, yeah, 4-8. It's just the and then obviously the eliminated teams from the AFC, the Raiders and the Titans have been eliminated. But
Yeah.
yeah, shockingly enough, the Jets and the Browns are still in the race, but I don't expect that lasting for long.
It's
But
like
yeah,
J Money Jeff having a last minute run
yes,
before getting eliminated for the very at the very end of the season. Great
right,
job, man. What was a great run. You're still eliminated.
yes, exactly. And so in first seed, my Chicago Bears, first seed 9-3, first in the NFC North. I know D2X hated. Too bad. It's only probably gonna last 1 week anyway. But that's what I'm saying. We're first seed for now.
Well,
So
it looks like y'all look like a bye week so far if the playoffs ended. I mean, if the playoffs
yeah,
started today,
we would need that. At all honesty, I would love us to
that
have a
would
bye
be
week. That would
stunning
be
alone.
great.
That
That
would
would
be
be great.
stunning alone, and
Yeah.
just crazy to look at. Like, wow,
Yes.
where have we come? Where have we come? Like, how far have
Yes.
we come? The Bears are the top overall seed.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
so now moving forward, we got the second seed Rams, obviously same record as the Bears, but because they lost to Carolina, in a tiebreaker
yeah.
scenarios, they get the second seed. Then we got the Eagles. Oh, how the mighty have fallen 8-4 right now. They're still
A
first
little
in the
trip,
NFC
but
East. Yep, they're still first in the NFC East though. So there's that. But yeah, they are, going to have a little bit of a chance going forward. And then you got the Buccaneers holding on the first for now, 7-5 at the fourth seed. So there we have that. They're holding it on for now. I say for now.
hmm
then we got the Seattle Seahawks 9-3, second in the NFC West, tied with the Rams. However, because of the tie breaking scenario, you know, can't really, it is what it is really at that point,
They get knocked to that wild card spot. Yeah,
right? And then you got the Packers 8-3-1
I
at
believe
6.
that.
I really hate that tie. I just want to let you. I really cannot stand that damn tie in
Listen,
there.
listen, Marco talking about like they should both end in a tie. Fuck ties, nigga.
Yeah, no ties,
Yeah.
no ties. Go for the win. I wish they would have went for 2 points. Wait, no, they didn't. They didn't. They had to kick the field. I think they kicked the field goal. Yeah, never
I
mind
think
with Dallas.
I
But
think
yeah,
overtime. I think overtime when you score a touchdown, you have to mandatory go for two
yeah.
every
I
time.
I
Trust me,
hope.
you get way less
Yeah,
ties. I
I
promise.
hope. I just hope the NFL looks at what college doing for the college playoff rules and just be like, look, this is how we're going to do it go forward. We have to have a winner. But
Especially
it
for the playoffs. Like, come
right.
on,
Exactly. So
come on.
49ers are
Fuck that tie shit.
9-4 as well, 7 seed, which is like I said. And then again, you have the Lions, like I said, 7-5, an important game against the Cowboys, who are 6-5-1 on the season. So this is an important game. If the Lions win, they can somehow try to find their way. They have to try to find their way into the wild card. If the Cowboys win, Cowboys become 7-5-1, and with an Eagles loss, become that much closer to the NFC East crown. And then the 10th seed, we got the Panthers, who are one game back from
I
the
hate. I
good
fucking
old
hate ties.
yes
Because without that tie,
Buccaneers.
we would be above Dallas.
Uh,
Motherfucker.
yes. So yeah, exactly.
Motherfucker.
And then I don't think the rest of the teams are worth talking about. I mean, it's 4-8 Falcons, four and
Nah,
eight
who gives a
Vikings,
fuck?
4-8
Vikings out of it.
But
Commanders are done.
eliminated, we have the Cardinals, the Saints, and the New York Giants.
At this
Uh,
point, that everybody eliminated. It's like I'm just here. I'm just happy to be here.
exactly. So that's what the playoff picture looks right now. I'm gonna stop sharing screen, but that's what the playoff picture looks right now. Anything can happen in these last couple of weeks. I just realized I didn't see the chat while I've been scrolling. But
Yeah, I
did
was
you ask
trying to.
saying I'm seething
I was
now?
giggling at it, but like
See?
he was like rolling through all of that.
Yeah, I'm seething. I'm seething now as well.
And then Jay was like, "Are you seeing
Are you
because the
seething
Panthers?"
because
More salt in the wounds, huh, Jalen?
the deed is done?
Oh
Alrighty.
man,
Okay,
it do
so
be
with
your young
that
people
with
for real.
that being said, we got a list of our own to talk about because we have the top 10 teams collectively, which
Which
I
is
don't
a
know
lot I'm
about you.
prepared for, so I'm gonna wing the shit out of this, man.
Yeah, I wrote them down. They might change as I'm like, I settled on 10 teams that I feel like should be on the list because I was like, oh God, I don't know who to put in here. So I'm just gonna read you 10, I guess 10 through 6. I think that'll just get it by quicker.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll
Yeah,
read
and
those
then we'll
off,
do
and
top five.
I'll go off of that.
Okay, so at 10, this was really hard. I ain't gonna lie. At 10, I had to think about this for a second. I ended up having to put the Jacksonville Jaguars in that spot at 10. I had to put them at 10. Bills at 9. The 49ers at 8. The Seattle Seahawks at 7. And at 6, I had the Texans.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
so that's my
Let's,
my 10 through 6.
let me see if I can just wing that off of
Yep.
off of that. Um, so number 10, I yeah, you know what? That's fair because the Jaguars basically
Yeah,
eclipsed.
I couldn't put the Eagles and Colts in there. I was like, that was like that was the two
I
teams
wouldn't
I was
say the
fighting for
Colts.
the. Yeah, I can't put the Colts in there right now. They
I
they
really wouldn't
lost
say the
two
Eagles. They
games.
lost twice.
Yeah, I can't put the Eagles in there either. That's why I say I gotta put Jacksonville in there, even though it crushes my spirit to put them in there. But I was like, yeah, I have to put them in
Yeah,
there.
it's weird, but
Objectively
y'all
speaking,
cracked top 10, so congratulations.
yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, not number 9. I would probably say number 9 would what's Houston's record? Before I say Houston, 7-5.
Yeah,
Eh,
they're 7-5. I kind of had to put them in there because the record don't show the
I'm
defense is really doing
That, that's what
quite a bit
that's
this
why I wanted
season.
to that's why I wanted to put them in there because their defense
Yeah,
is really damn good and it's
right.
really care and you see off the record and what they're doing. Granted,
Hmm.
they're not that close, but they are close to that wild card spot.
Right.
That's all I'm
I
saying.
kind of had to put
But
them.
that
I really had to put them in there. I think they like no one wants to see that team in the playoffs.
yeah
I don't want to even see if the Bears in the Super Bowl and the Texans are there. I don't want to see them in the Super Bowl. If I'm on the opposite side of that, I'm like that's how bad I don't want to see the Texans. Like I said, no one wants to see the Texans in the playoffs. I'm
that's
glad
that's
I'm
absolutely
glad
true.
that both of our teams are in the NFC, so we don't have to worry about the AFC right now. That's exactly how happy I am right now. But
Facts.
yeah, that's why I had to put them in there though.
No, that's straight. That's straight. And I actually I'm gonna put the Bills at 8. Just because they're still relevant, but they're slipping. So they should have been higher, but they're slipping out right now. But they're just
Mhm.
barely hanging on by a thread. I said it earlier. If the Bills can at least make it to the playoffs, Josh Allen becomes a different type of beast, and
Right.
and you got to be prepared for that. But right now, they're still kind of hanging in there, and I'll just give them that. 7 Niners, and basically that because of what they're dealing with and the
Mhm.
depth of what they have and how good they're still up there, but it's just good enough. Like they can be easily passed, but other teams are going to have to win, and we're going to have to see that in that final home stretch. Can the Niners hang on, or will they slip up?
Right.
And number 6 would be Seattle right now. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah.
they'll probably be Seattle just because how good they're doing, and
Mhm.
they're right there behind the Niners. So it's gonna be an interesting finish in the NFC West.
All
All right,
right.
that's 6 through 10.
Gotcha. All right. Now we're gonna go to top five. Yeah. So at number five,
Uh-huh.
it will be I picked my Chicago Bears at five.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I moved them this week, and I still I still didn't move it. Like I was like top 10. I was like, okay, hold on. So yeah, I had to really
oh,
think about it, but yeah, I put the Bears at five. So far, I still think the offense still needs to like come around. Is like at this point in time, the offense got to play a little bit better. They're making the throws when they need to, and doing everything like that. The running game's been great, but the passing game needs to be a whole lot better going forward. And but the defense, turnovers, man. That's basically the story of the defense for the Bears. It's turnovers, 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 and so they've been 9-3. And like I said again, I just want to say, like again, we play like the people on the schedule. The
right.
narrative has always been like we play like weak team. I mean, like shit. You can say the same thing for the Broncos, the Patriots, the Commanders last year. I mean, it's just I'm just like, come on, y'all. Look, enough is enough. Okay, we play the people on the schedule, and we beat the defending champs in the Eagles. I don't need to say anymore. So five is where I'm gonna put them at.
It's really hard to argue with 9-3, like really really hard.
Yeah.
And overall, I'm actually started watching some of the Bears play, and y'all offense is way more underrated than people look at,
Hmm.
especially on the run,
Right.
especially in the run game.
Yeah, we're moving
And
people.
yeah, it's actually starting to click and get together, and Ben
Hmm.
Johnson's finally starting to get into his bag, and it really shows. But on top of that, I actually have the Bears at number 5 too, because like I said, it's really hard to argue with 9-3 how
Hmm.
they actually played every game that was put in front of them and put in that situation where they're in prime position of taking not only the division lead, not only a top playoff spot to go in the division, but the number one seed also with a bye going into the divisional round. That's going to be something to see and who they go up against for real. Like people are going to really look at that. The whole city of Chicago is going to be just about as on as lit as it was in
Yeah.
2016 when the Cubs won.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I mean, good luck, and hopefully,
Yeah.
Caleb's really doing well. He's really showing
Yeah,
he's the number one pick. So hopefully
yeah.
that still keeps it going and everything. But right now, Bears look great.
Right,
Bears look
and this
absolutely.
this this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I'm like, for a lot of teams think we had Super Bowl expectations. We didn't have Super Bowl expectations going
No,
into
no,
this
ho, ho,
goddamn
ho,
season.
ho, ho.
Like literally, we did not,
Like, come
and I
on, man.
still don't, have Super Bowl expectations going into like us being 9-3. I
Uh-huh.
know who we are. I know exactly what we are, and I'm like, no, like our
The Bears
my
are who we
my
thought they were. Sorry,
right,
my
exactly.
bad, my bad.
We just let them off the hook.
Uh, no.
But yeah, I never had Super Bowl expectations for the team. It was just like I said, 9-8. They got 9 wins already going into this, which is great.
Hmm.
That was the record I gave them because the thing is, I didn't think they were. I was said they could possibly make a wild card if they're lucky. However, I didn't really see them making it to the playoffs or anything like that. I said 9-8 would be a good season. This is our first winning season in fucking since 2018, which is fucking goddamn crazy to think about. But nonetheless, we made it in there. We made it in there for at least the winning season. That is, for that matter, a lot of work to do. Now, number 4
Number
may
4.
may shock some of y'all.
I don't think it is because it might be mine too.
Okay, number
Go ahead.
4, it is the Packers.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, I am a Bears fan, and as much as I do not like the Packers, and the feelings mutual. Don't give me the feelings mutual.
Oh yeah, it's very much.
I gotta like I said, the Packers like have made my top 5 once, and then they ran right back out. So they ran right back out. But I have to give credit where credit is due. The Packers, even though they, like I said, they played like some pretty easy teams, they won those games. They won those games. The defense has been great. The offense, I just feel as though the offense, like for me, this is just me personally, the offense could be better. Could be better. And I think I've always said that about the Packers. The offense could be better. And whether it be the quarterback or the play calling or whatever, it just needs to be a little bit better when going into the playoffs. However, they got a great defense. They got a great defense. Now, whoever they end up going against in the playoffs is gonna be crazy. But yeah, they have a great defense. But we're gonna see how well they do against the other teams that are also gonna be vying for a playoff spot in the seeding. But they definitely deserve to be top 5, and that's why they're 4 on my list. And I guess they're 4 on yours list too, Jay, as
Yeah.
well.
and
Yeah.
it's really kind of hard to put anybody over and under what I actually had just because of how much the Bears are. I would put the Bears over Green Bay, but the Bears just kind of got there just by
Yeah. I mean,
circumstances of the Panthers. But it's still teeter tottery. It could actually go really well for the Bears or not. But I feel like in this worst case scenario, the Bears are solidly in the playoffs
right.
at best. I mean, at worst.
At worst.
But
Right.
yeah, back to the Pack though. Yeah. So the thing about the Pack is, like you said, their defense goes out there and they ball every time. And yes, defense wins the championships, but but the offense has to score the points
Right.
in order for the defense to win the championships. And it's not like you said, it's not like the Pack has a bad offense, but on top of the fact that yes, it could be better, it's really how they are. And I think about just figured it out. I really feel like it's how they're trying to
Mm-hmm.
advertise or how they're trying to market Jordan Love. How they're trying to market him as a quarterback. They're trying to put him like as that superstar quarterback that can just hit anybody on the throw and make those plays and all that stuff. Kind of like Aaron Rodgers, right? They're still kind of in that type of era that if we have a really good quarterback, he'll take us to victory. It doesn't work like that anymore. And if it does, and if it does in most cases, which it does, Josh Allen, it doesn't work for the Packers. Jordan Love is not super spectacular. He's not fantastic. He's not a sizable elite. He's a serviceable quarterback. He's a very serviceable quarterback. He hits the ball on the target where he's supposed to, and the players do the rest. But
Mhm.
what they have in receiver, it's kind of shaky of what they have.
Right.
Christian Watson, just DCUX mentioned,
Yeah, it's
he's probably the best receiver on the team, but
on the
it,
team.
it's weird. It's kind of weird how Jordan Love hits him like sparingly. Like,
Uh,
boy, he's damn near your cheat code. Like, bro, hit him on better routes. And like I said, it's halfway play calling too, but. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. The pack, they're almost there, but the
yeah,
defense
I
is
think.
all the way there. It's good enough to have up top.
I
Sorry,
also
that's
think,
that's it.
yeah, I also think just one more thing, with Christian Watson. You're right, D2X. I do think, the Packers still don't have a number one wide receiver yet. At least he hasn't emerged
Absolutely
out
not.
of the core that you have right now, which is what, like I said, when it comes down to those moments, someone's got to be the number one wide receiver. I know Christian Watson is your deep threat. That I do know because he,
That's
like I
your
said,
ace.
50-50 ball, you got it. He got it. But
That's your
yeah,
ace.
in
Yeah.
terms of like, like number one wide receiver, hey, y'all may not need one. Y'all scheme some of the wide receivers play to their strengths and everything like that. But yeah, I definitely feel like there's got to be a number one wide receiver. Same thing for the Bears as well. But yeah, so moving right along, but
Mm,
no, moving right along at 3, we got the Rams. I got the Rams at least. I don't know if I got the Rams. So
gotcha.
even though they lost to the Panthers, let me just say, them niggas been balling. Them guys have been balling before they got to the Panthers. Okay, Matthew Stafford almost looked like he took a drink from the fountain of youth. Slinging that thing. It's slinging that thing.
He's been slinging that
Devontae,
thing most of the season.
yeah, Devontae Adams been playing, but he's having a very underrated season. I think he's at the under radar, like literally, he's
you,
catching the most TDs on the team right
you know,
now.
you know how T Higgins was like the best wide receiver two last year.
Right, and yeah,
Devontae's the best wide receiver two this year.
yes, and this is a wide receiver one. We're talking about this is a wide
Yes,
receiver
yeah,
one,
he's a wide receiver one playing wide
one
receiver two
receiver two,
because you got Puka Nakua, who is
sure,
a
right,
dog, who's a
balling,
barking dog. Oof.
balling.
Yeah,
And so the Rams are playing some really good football, as I was saying. So as far as I'm concerned, Rams definitely deserve to be in top 5 for me. That's all I'm going to really say about the Rams because they, like I said, they definitely deserve it.
yeah. Not much really to say about the Rams of what you just said. You pretty much nailed everything on the head on that. But yeah, same with me. Just because of the two I got going up top. And yeah, that loss kind of stung, but at the same time, it's not big. It's not a big enough sting for them to drop all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
But just the way I see with the Rams, what they're going on, they're gonna have that bounce back. They're gonna have that bounce back because that offense and defense is way too good to slide. And and like you said, they walk into a trap, and that
Right.
happens. That happens to a lot of teams. They walk into a trap. They think they smell themselves. They go into that thinking, "Oh, we got this. This is going to be easy win." We walk into a trap. That trap was the New Orleans Saints.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
but it doesn't take away from how good the Rams are because they are still really good. Matt Stafford at 38 is balling like he's 28. That's an issue
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah.
other teams. And then, like you said, you got Devontae out there, the best, the wide receiver two that's supposed to be a wide receiver one, and Puka Nakua over here making one-handed grab out
Right.
defender
Exactly.
hands catches. I looked at that shit. I just stood there. I was like, oh,
I was
I
like,
can't even I can't even mad and get frustrated. I was
I was
like,
just like,
that was the
I was
that was
like,
the
yep.
most best, the phenomenal catch I've ever seen by arguably one of my favorite receivers, but they're playing my team. Fuck.
Yeah.
But damn, that was what a catch. Anyway, yeah, they
It's
got
like,
ballers out there. They got defense out there. Sean McVay is a fucking genius out there.
right.
They're gonna they're still up there. They're still a Super Bowl contender. Like you said,
Mm-hmm.
trap games happen. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's my
Exactly. Exactly. Now, okay. Speaking of an almost trap game that almost went the other way for the other team,
right.
I do have to put these are the two teams from the AFC. I do have to put the Broncos in here Broncos are look, they're finding a way to win the game. Okay, I can't denounce winning. Okay, a win is a win for this team. It don't matter how the job get done. Defensively they're solid. Offensively, it might be a little bit iffy, but they're doing what they need to do to win these games. It's simple. They're coming down there to win these games. And sure, it might not be the prettiest thing in the world, but they've won. I can't argue with a team winning 10 straight. you
Nobody
know,
can.
so that's
And
what
if
I'm
you
saying.
do, you're dumb.
Yeah. So
PG term.
right. So at this point, I'm just here to say, like, look, they're winning these games. They deserve to be number two right now until they eventually lose. Because I know that winning streak ain't gonna last that last the whole way throughout the season.
Exactly.
So but they deserve to be two at that point. So if first do, I gotta give the Broncos their credit. They're a good team. They're a good team. Now, how they do in the playoffs is a different story. However, they are a really good team, and I gotta give them number two.
Bet. Real quick, D2X said the fact that the Rams were scoring the shootout with Carolina shows how good they were. If it wasn't for that fumble, somebody would have needed to score 35, and you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
The game was on that uptrend to be a really high scoring game. And if Matt Stafford didn't turn the ball over at all, oh my God, this shit would have went to the 40s. That's all. Right. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But back to the list. And frankly, Kat, I'm gonna be real with you, Dick Dog. I think our 2-1 is the same.
Yeah, I think we pretty much almost had the same top five basically at this point
because they're actually ranked that way, and it's actually more solid now, dude, because we're close to the playoffs. Right. But Denver is up there at number 2 right now, and it's like I said, it's teeter-tottering with the Rams. I would love to put the Rams at 2 and flip-flop it, but right now, like I said, like you just said earlier, Denver is winning. Yeah. Bo is throwing picks. Shit's kind of shaky, and the defense is just gotten their resurgent up just a little bit, and just got past 13, and they're just starting to come back, but they're still winning. They're still winning games. Right. So they put themselves in that position, and here they are. So can't even be mad at it just because of how the uptrend was last year to this year. You saw something going on, and it just shows how good Sean Payton, how good he has as a coach he is. So the fact that they stood up there, yeah, that they'll take the number 2 for now, like you said. Yes, for now.
Now, obviously, number 1, we all know who it is. We all know who it will be. Here
it comes.
You know it's always coming. Drake! Shout out to Uncharted. That's where that audio clip is from. But anyway, yes, the Patriots are number one on the list, man. Look, I don't care. Look, I can't give, like I said, if I'm not gonna give the criticism for the Bears for having the easiest schedule, I'm damn sure I'm not gonna give the criticism for the Eagles having the easiest schedule, because look, they're beating the teams that they're supposed to beat. They're playing excellent football as of right now. Drake May is the best quarterback right now, hands down.
The NFL,
hands down,
the best division. Quarter. Not the conference.
Yes.
In the NFL.
This man is not missing his throws at all. Right. Exactly. He's not missing his throws at all. They're playing really well. They got a running game over there. And they got the defense. The defense is playing really well too. Mike Vrabel got them people balling. So for me, like I said, it's giving the Patriots fans so much confidence that they going outside their heads talking reckless.
That's the problem. That's the problem. They talking shiesty like it's Tom Brady all over again. I'm like, bro, I fucks with Drake all the way.
Eddie, get your people.
Relax.
Get your people. Relax. But the Pats have, been playing really, really well football though. I gotta give them credit where credit is due. Like I said before, if they win the first seed, obviously it'll go a long way for them. It'll go a long way for them. And like I said, Drake May is very accurate with the football. He is actually taking the biggest leap out of the quarterbacks that were drafted in that draft so far now. Because Drake May is doing fantastic, wonderful, and I can't say enough. He's probably the MVP, and we really want to talk about it. But yeah. That's where it come down to. So,
Yep.
yep,
Yep.
number one team. So yeah,
Yep,
I guess.
same our way, man. And I just wanted to add to this, to what you just said. New England, out of the entire NFL, they're the most complete team. Their
Yep.
offense is on a roll. Drake May is balling, not like he is. He is the best player. He's the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Mhm.
He's not missing throws. He's going through not possessions, but he's
Progression.
going progressions. Yeah, he's going
There
through
you
his
go.
progressions and hitting those ball. He's hitting those passes really quick and really accurate. And the development, and he was really good in college, but the development from then and the development up to the pros, he is definitely going to be a franchise quarterback for a
Mhm.
very long time. And that's why the Patriots are feeling themselves, because it's like, oh, we found another one. Well, yeah, but this one's drafted high, and everybody's expecting out of this one. And on that. But yeah, back to also on that side, you said like us them being complete. Offense all the way is good. He like Drake May's having all the receivers out there, especially Diggs look great. Everything on offense is
Okay,
great.
hold on.
Everything on defense is great. The niggas is out there thumping on the Giants, bro. Just hitting hard, actually going out there punishing, setting the
Right.
tone out there. Yeah, that's the Patriots defense in the past. And last but not least, the special teams has been really special lately. And I
Right.
mean good special,
Yep.
because they've been getting some really good returns. They've been making some really good
See.
plays on the other side. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not gonna look it up, and
Hey,
somebody else
that's
could
it.
check, but I won't be surprised if the Patriots have the most special teams touchdowns this year.
Yeah, they probably do. Thank you. I appreciate it for the fantasy. 100%.
Don't think it worked all the way, but it was a good
Hey,
offering.
look, I'm satisfied. It put the fear in Greg because he can
Hey, hey,
relax.
hey, I
I knew I
understand.
was losing. I knew I was losing, but it was just so funny. funny
Hey,
to me,
listen.
like,
Anytime, any chance you can take to wipe that smug, stupid grin off of Greg's face, you take it.
because
You
it was
take
like
it and you enjoy every minute of it.
I was
Frame
about
it
to
if you need
laugh.
to.
I about to laugh. If I would have came back and won that game, I would go laugh my
Oh,
I would go laugh.
I was too.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna
Oh my
start
goodness.
dying laughing, bro. But
Oh my
yeah, that's
god.
the top 10, everybody.
Yes.
Um,
All
it's pretty
right.
straightforward.
Moving on. Moving on.
So
Let's
the
see.
last topic
Last.
of the
Yeah. What
show,
should we? What should we talking about the games, man?
our
Yeah, the
predictions.
picks. Yep, our predictions. And here we go, going into share mode again. Now that I got the hang of it, now.
Cool.
Here we go. Here we go. So,
let me blow this up a little bit more so everybody can see it
gotcha.
like that. Let's do that. We'll
Gotcha.
make
Alrighty.
yeah.
So going first, we got the Cowboys and the Lions. Thursday night football.
And we talked about this earlier, man. This is the Lions game to lose.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm picking the Cowboys. I'm sorry, they got the momentum right now. so
You know what? I'm not even mad, because I kind of feel like the Cowboys could actually do the trappy trap too.
yeah.
So
But
I'll pick the Cowboys too, and
yeah.
I hope they beat them on the ground with Javante.
I got George Pickens, so I know,
I
I'm
got
about,
George Pickens too in the league. Actually, I'm
yeah,
eliminated in that league, so it don't even matter no more.
yeah.
Fuck it. Still
Well,
ball out. I don't care.
still ball out. I
we
mean,
still we
yeah.
still ball. We playing to win the
Also,
game.
Also,
Damn it.
me and Jay are playing the last game. I guess just for kicks. At this point, we both made it to the playoffs, so we just played it for
Yeah,
kicks at this
I
point.
already I already clutched the conference and
Yeah,
honestly, if Devin loses again, I'll probably get the first round bye, but I hope so.
yeah.
I just have to win, but
We
we'll see.
yeah, yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Then we got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Atlanta Falcons. I got Seattle. I think that's
Seattle, Big L. Let's keep it moving.
all right. Steelers and Ravens. Oh, okay. We got the Steelers and
Now
Ravens
this one we can
both
hold up on.
6-6.
This is actually going to be a really good game that nobody wanted.
Yes, that's true. That's
And
a fact.
I mean that really in both ways. Like nobody ever thought that this was going to be like, no, this is going to be one of
This is
those
gonna be
Steelers
crazy.
Ravens bar burners things. Like okay, but
Yeah.
both are 6-6. Both are playing for the playoffs. That's just going to be a really good game.
Give me the
this
Ravens.
is gonna be a really good division rivalry right here, and
Right.
it normally always is.
I would,
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
would honestly, I would love to call a tie because it would be hilariously funny. However, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna pick the Ravens to win the game.
And and even with me, the way the Steelers are
Yeah,
sliding down into the pit right now, yeah, the Ravens are going. The Ravens can yeah, the Ravens got this.
right.
With the way the Steelers and the defense is just falling apart, yeah, the Ravens should take this easily.
Gotcha. Titans versus Browns. Alrighty. So yeah.
Fuck that. I'm going with Shador. I'm going with the Browns.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Browns as well. I'm sorry. I mean, it's whatever. Colts versus Jaguars for the AFC South. What is
Hold on,
up with these rivalry games?
hold on. Before we move on to the Colts and Jaguars, just that question for you: over and under on the sacks that Myles Garrett gets on Cam Ward.
hmm
Is it gonna be like, I don't know, over
7.
8?
7.
7. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
We'll
7.
mark it as 7 because
Yeah,
I almost feel like it could be just a little bit
because
more.
that
But
offensive line is not gonna block. I feel bad for Cam
mm,
Ward, but yeah. All
it
right.
takes a
I
really good.
realize this must be
Anyway,
rivalry week.
it must be.
Obviously, because we got the Colts and the Jaguars also battling for
Colts and
the
Jags.
first in the conference. Oh my
And
goodness.
honestly, they're fighting for first place.
Okay. Yeah, they are.
I kind of got the Jags.
Ooh, let's see. Oh my god, I might be insane for doing this.
You might be because I feel insane.
I'm gonna pick the Colts. I'm gonna pick the Colts. Jesus, I gotta pick the Colts. Okay. I don't know. I feel like the Jaguars gonna do something.
They very much. You never know.
Yeah, you never
know because we never know what Jaguars team you're gonna get, and it's really really inconsistent. That it's really just a toss up, a flip of the coin. You're gonna get that Jaguars team that's 9-4, or you're gonna get that Jaguars team that should be 4-9.
Got you. Speaking of, I guess battling for the draft picks. I guess Commanders versus the Vikings. The Vikings.
They talk about Jane Darius might come back. He shouldn't at all.
I don't think he should.
Don't.
I honestly don't. This is
at 3-9. Stop,
Yeah.
Jane. Sit down.
Okay.
We do not need another Robert.
Shoot.
Please.
Yes. So I got the Commanders.
I got the Commanders as well.
Yeah, I got the Commanders.
And even if JJ McCarthy comes back, I would get the Commanders just because I feel like the Commanders have nothing to lose anymore.
Sorry.
And yeah,
the JJ McCarthy experience to me is it's over. It's over now.
Listen, I did not know how bad it was going to be until I saw how bad it was going to be for Jettis.
Yeah.
Sheesh. I wouldn't even move. Just get. Anyway, let's move on.
All right, Dolphins.
Before I go into another rant.
Yeah, Dolphins versus Jets.
Oh my fucking god, bro! Oh, I guess they got to play each other.
Yeah, I guess they got to play. I mean, give me.
It's Tyrod Taylor still playing, right?
Yeah, he's still. Yeah,
he gonna slice that Dolphins defense up, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
Cheap win for the Jets.
You know what?
Spooky finally decided to show up.
Same way. Oh, Spooky decided to finally show up at the end.
9:15, my nigga. 9:15.
The hell.
9:15.
Hey man, listen. You showed up late.
Hey, Kat. Hey, I gotta keep up with the stereotype, man. Us Mexicans are late for everything.
You don't have to, but that's fine. Yeah, Miles is breaking that record.
Listen, I don't know what ICE agent you was dealing with, but hey, I'm glad that you Speaking now, moving right along with the scheduled program. We got the Saints versus the Buccaneers.
Give me the Buccaneers.
Yeah, give me the Buccaneers.
I would, I would love for the Bucs to lose so we could actually have an advantage, but I don't totally see that happening. So I'm gonna get the Bucs.
Yeah. Alrighty, moving right along.
Especially if they got Mike Evans back. But yeah, let's move on.
All right, Joe Burrow versus Josh Allen. Who y'all got? Bengals versus Bills.
Bengals. No. because
Where's
there's gonna be a high going into the Bills, and they're gonna think they're gonna go. And the Bills, still playing for the playoff chance. They're gonna play hard. So
yeah.
I would not be surprised if the Bengals pulled the upset, but
Hmm.
I'm just gonna take the Bills just
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
I believe they're gonna play really hard and take the game. It might be close,
Hmm.
but yeah,
Deep down, I want to say the Bengals, but Josh Allen might light up that defense, and
yeah,
Allen. Josh Allen's gonna have, no, not Josh Allen. Joe Burrow's gonna have to play fucking hero ball if he wants to win
yep.
that game.
yeah. That's how I'm feeling
Um,
as well.
Or
it's gonna
unless,
be. Listen,
yeah,
I'm gonna say this like this. This is gonna be a shootout. I have a good feeling it's gonna be a
Yeah.
shootout. So
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
me,
Hey,
for me, it depends on who I trust to do well in the shootout. And if I'm being honest, it gotta be Joe Burrow. So for me,
yeah,
Joe Shiesty.
Joe
Joe Shiesty
Shiesty,
is in
man.
the Bengals. In the Bengals.
Hey, this
That's
this this game might be like the Rams and Panthers game on
yeah,
the cool.
it might be.
It might be. I can
Yeah.
see that. And like that and the Ravens and the Steelers. Those are going to be really good games. Except for
Hmm.
one's going to be really high scoring, one's going to be really low.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Moving right along, we got the Broncos and the Broncos, man.
Broncos again.
Man, I hated seeing that. It's just now.
Raiders fighting for
It's
their
about to
life
be
because that number
another
was top
7-10 classic.
Hell nah. Fuck that.
7 to
You
10 because I will never, but all the people that decided that didn't know the information that I knew that this game was gonna be bad.
Oh,
Y'all
oh yeah,
decided
yeah, yeah.
to watch
I didn't
that
know you were talking
game.
about the score. Hell yeah.
For those of y'all that decided to watch that game, shame on y'all. For that first in that game they had the
I, sh-
first time. I
I
hope
streamed
y'all
during it.
learn this time that you cannot watch this dead game. Unless it
nope.
goes 14-14, that's the score I want to see for this game. Other than that, it's,
Somebody had
it's
it
gonna
20.
be a 7-10 classic.
Fuck this. Somebody got to hit
Broncos.
20.
Yeah, someone gotta hit 20. That's what I'm saying. Someone gotta hit 20, okay?
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The Bears
Oh wow.
versus the Packers
And
in
this y'all
Lambeau Field.
and this is your first meeting, right?
Yeah, this is the first meeting.
There it is.
Yeah,
Oof.
now y'all already
Ooh
know who I'm
boy.
gonna go with. Obviously, I'm gonna go with the Bears. Obviously, I gotta
Fuck it.
pick my
I'm going.
team.
I'm joining there with you. I'm going with the Bears.
Yeah.
Just
Give
because
me.
Lambo, I mean, yeah, Pat got all the momentum, but they're gonna have
Yeah,
to really, really, really play well, and
yeah,
Jordan's
and
got to
Yeah.
then
play really, really
and
well,
then
and the Bears defense is gonna have to play really bad.
and just
But
so and
Yeah.
just so as D2X got it, yeah, just so you know, D2X D2X go pick the Packers. I want him to be included in this particular pick because
he said B.
I want
He said B Mac for the
Jay
win.
Jay no He said Jay no.
Hey, hey,
Oh, bro,
Cat.
don't act like I betrayed you, bro. Come
Bruh,
on, I just made a pick.
it's funny because everyone in here picked the Bears, and everyone in Discord is picking the Packers.
Hey,
Hey, you got them
hey,
at least.
Yeah,
hey, Cat. I got a question for you, and I
yeah.
put it in the chat, but I don't think you saw it. I
Uh-huh.
said, would you say the Bears are on that like type of run that the Lions went on in 23, where they almost made the Super Bowl?
Um,
Cause,
Mm,
it,
'cause-
not
with
quite.
less, I mean, less offense was there,
Yeah, I
and
think
really
it with
less
less
pass play.
offense, yeah, I can see it with less offense for sure. But yeah, that time that they almost made it, their defense was still intact, and offensively they were good. They just experience killed them because literally the coach that decided to always go on fourth down got stopped and gave them the ball in the plus territory for some odd strange reason. I'm like, that's why he had to learn because I'm like, look, it don't matter what you think you should do, or lose
yeah.
your identity or whatnot. You got to play smart football at the very at
Hmm.
the very tail end of it. But
Yeah.
either way, I think with less offense, sure, but like I wouldn't say that as of
Okay.
right now. So, but particularly this should be a really good game. As I
Hmm.
said, I think 27-24 is the same score I got, except I have the Bears winning. But yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, like I said, good game. This should be a really good game going forward. Now we got
Yeah.
I guess another game. We have the Rams versus the Cardinals.
Holy frustration beatdown, Batman.
Rams,
The
Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're gonna skip past that.
yeah, Rams
All
gonna
right, the Sunday
stomp
night
'em.
football game, the
Trap
Texans.
game.
Let's
It's a trap
go
game.
Oh,
Texans.
it's a big ass trap game.
Let's go Texans.
And it's not that much even of a trap because the Chiefs are just right there with the size, but just depending on who you got, who the Chiefs have, and what they're going with, yeah,
Yeah.
that Texas
Let's go
defense is going
Texans.
to they're going to have Mahomes rules for that man.
Yeah,
You know the
I want
Yep.
Jordan
the
rules.
Texans.
They're gonna have the Mahomes rules. Yeah,
I want the Texans to win this game, so I'm going with the
I do
Texans.
too. And I
I want
hope
the
Give me
Chiefs.
H.
Woody
Give
I
me
Marquez
want the
H
plays.
Chiefs
Town, man.
specifically. I want the Chiefs out of there. I don't want them to have no chance of getting there.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't want.
Them being 6-7 and us being on the bye week at 7-6. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
But let's keep it
Hmm.
moving.
All
Let's keep it
right, keep
moving.
it moving. And then the Monday night football game, we got Spooky's team, the Eagles versus the Chargers. Someone's full has got to go. In this case, so someone's Ross has got to go. In that case, anyway, 8-4.
Yes.
Who y'all got?
Um.
Uh,
y'all,
We mean who
y'all
y'all
really
got?
need to bounce. Y'all really need to bounce back in this game, but at the
Yeah.
same time, the Chargers. Now,
Damn.
granted, Jalen earlier said that Herbo was going to try to play. So it's really going to depend on how Herbo can move and play, or like if that hand's going to affect him or not.
if there was
But
ever,
I'm initially say the Eagles, but
if there was ever a
yeah,
time to make a statement game, this would be it
It's
for the
this
Eagles.
this
game.
will be
Yeah.
it.
Yes, this game.
This will
It's
be
this
it
Because
game. It's Monday
because
night. You got the
yeah.
whole people watching you. Go ahead, Spooky. I don't want to cut
I
you
was
off. Go
going.
ahead.
The Chargers don't got a decent O line. Right. I don't want to call them
They're injured.
ass.
They're injured. It's
Yeah.
broken down.
Yeah.
Um. But this should be a game where our D line just feasts the whole night.
Practically,
whether
yeah.
whether it's Jay Herbo or it's Trey Lance, it don't matter. But I was talking to a friend today, and I told him this game on Monday night is giving Sam what's his name, Drew Lock and Seahawks vibes from 23.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
Drew
Yeah,
Lock is
it
an ass.
yeah yeah. But I'm just saying because this is the vibes I'm getting from this game
doing.
because of how that one went down. But I have full confidence that we will try or at least give it where we have a chance to win the division.
Mm-hmm.
But like Kat said, that this has to be that game where we're like, yeah, motherfuckers, that we are back, bitch, type of game.
Yeah, this has to be a statement game for me, at
Yeah.
least for the most part. I mean, I this would have to
Don't
be
say
the
we're back
game.
yet.
Yeah.
This would have to be the game. At least you have got to get some type of running game going.
Hmm.
I mean, the running game has not been great.
Been ass. Hmm.
Yeah, it has not been great. So that's one thing. And then passing wise, and I'm just saying, you got, like I said, you got the players on there. Of course, obviously the offensive coordinator has not been really good, but like, yeah, you
Hmm.
Jalen can't be throwing balls
Hey,
behind people and everything
yeah.
like that. He gotta turn up too. So like, yeah, this got to be a statement game.
Hmm.
Exactly, he got to have the same energy as when he walked into the conference and said, "So what y'all got to talk about now?"
Exactly. It has to be one of those games because you can't get AJ going in the fourth
Right,
quarter.
right,
Because me and you we watched the game and fucking AJ ended the game with like 132 yards and two touchdowns.
yep. Which is like a lot
So
of fantasy, lots of fantasy
yeah.
managers are
Hey,
happy, but the Eagles can't tell me that.
I don't condone people egging,
Right.
other people's houses.
Mm-hmm.
But if this got to be the game where that motherfucker finds some motivation and kind of make the wrongs and shit,
Yeah. This
and
is it.
to avoid his house getting egged again, this would probably be that game.
Yeah,
That's,
you got to win this
that's
game. That's what I said. Like
well.
they got
Before
to
you
win
go,
this game.
it's
Yeah.
really wild that grown ass niggas are going to egg somebody's house with their whole
Right. I'm
family
like,
and
Yeah.
children inside. I get
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
He sucks, but you niggas, don't y'all got work tomorrow?
It was some
Go
kids.
home.
It was
It was
some
some kids. Some teenagers.
kids.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
teenagers.
Teenagers.
Don't y'all got
Yeah,
Yeah.
school tomorrow? Go
yeah.
home.
But
Man,
yeah.
next
This.
time, next
Yeah.
time, I'm not, I don't condone killing, but I'm saying next time they should do a warning shot. Just do a water shot. Be like, they're like, hey, now what? Hey,
Yeah. But
put the fear of God in them real quick.
Yeah.
If it's that many, or if the crowd goes, you need to take probably multiple shot warnings.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly. They're just like, hey,
Mm.
dude, it ain't always
Yeah.
sunny in Philadelphia. There
Shit.
you shoot.
That street better sound like O Block.
Yeah, hey, hey, yo, oh block, look,
Yeah.
look here, hey, I know exactly where that is too, but yeah, this is not the type of podcast that we, this ain't it, but that is the picks. As you can see on the bye week right now, we have Carolina, New England, New York Giants, and the 49ers. But yeah, those are our picks for right now, and that pretty much ends the NFL free snap for this week.
Yes.
Hope
Yeah.
y'all enjoyed everything like that. Is a big week this week because there's a lot of teams battling for that first in their own division. So it's a
Mhm.
big week.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I guess seeing I got the mic, I guess I can do the closeout. I guess.
You never really
Yeah.
stopped talking, so
Yeah, they're right. I'm trying to segue into. You know what, Jay? Here you go. Take the mic. Take the mic. Take the mic.
All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for joining us on NFL Pre-Snap Talk. It's really been fun discussing this with every y'all doing this every week. Listen, tomorrow I'm going to stream, but HGU channel's not going to do nothing, and we got Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think we're streaming any games this weekend. Sunday. I don't know.
No.
Not
No.
Sunday.
No.
Absolutely not. Shoot.
Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all guys for tuning into the show, and we will see y'all next year. Life is unscripted.
Next
and
year.
Next year? No,
You said
next week.
Next week.
Life is unscripted, and so is Spooky's tardiness. Good, dirty ass Mexican. Good night, everybody.
Anyway.